having the little roachling strain does come in handy. Right, that's pretty much cleared. Now we gotta move up. Oh, God damn it. I can't build a creep there. Oh no, it's up.
It shall be. I can see.
Extinction is up and running soon.
Our forces are under attack.
I cannot delay.
Right, let's take out this chasm over here. We're gonna just relieve some stress on our units. Oh boy. Constructs. You know what to do on constructs. Kill them. They are evil. They are nasty. Let's get Ultralist, Mutalist, all that good stuff. We are nowhere near our supply cap, so don't worry.
I cannot.
What are these guys doing here? Shoot. Hey, Artenis.
It shall be.
Let's move up together.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Oh dear. Army back up real quick.
What is it you require? I am called.
Alright, excuse me. Piss off.
Infinity unravels before me.
Our forces are under attack.
Alright, there we go. We got Ultras coming in. They have the invulnerability strain. Lets them come back. Also, they get lifesteal, which is always nice.
What is it you require?
Let's get rid of this construct because I hate them. They're ugly. They're disgusting. Murder. Get some more Zerglings going because fast attack speed is always nice. Heal up all our units. We should probably get more aberrations when I'm looking at my army. Their attack damage on buildings is great, and I'm out of space. I need overlords. Right, we're gonna prep extinction. And that's just pretty much gonna open up our room to get in, get attacking. None of the crystals are nearby right now, it seems, but we can set up areas. Alright, take this down. Just constructs right now are our biggest threat. We clear these, we open up the area. Get more aberrations going and all that. Right, this area is clear, but another void chasm opened up, so let's get everybody nearby. We can work our way up to this crystal here that's starting to appear.
Our forces are under attack.
Amon is preparing to strike my nexus. Be wary, Kerrigan. Your hive cluster is next.
Alright, let's get moving in. Get rid of this thing so we don't have to deal with any attacks. Won't take us long. We have a lot of units going in. I may have way too much melee now that I'm looking at this. Yeah, we need to focus more on our range for a while. Focus on Hydralisks. Now, nice thing is, Artanis is going to be following us for a bit because we ran into him and, well, never mind. The AI's a bit finicky about things. They like to follow around, kind of do things. Primarily, they just go near the crystals.
I am called.
Alright, crystals nearby. Get everybody grouped up and let's go for it. It's in melee range right now, so we can take it. Focus on using Celestial Radiance right now. It'll heal up our units because we're going to be taking constant damage here. Which is nasty. Alright, that's another crystal down.
I see your truth, Kerrigan. You are no champion of light. Murderer. Hypocrite.
What is it you require?
Alright, next crystal is coming up. It is vulnerable right now. I'm going to have to use air on that, aren't I?
Speak to me.
No, how many meters of it? Not enough. Don't have enough. Not good.
What is it you require?
Oh dear, that's an Air Force. Everybody, get ready to counter.
A new age will dawn.
Hi there. See, looks like the protoss are clearing out the areas right now, so all seems well.
I cannot delay.
Can I get over there? No, because there's no creep.
That on creep.
A new age will dawn.
Hey, how are we gonna get? We're gonna have to use the Hydra mutalisks, it seems. Right, back up. Let's just get all these meters. Separate group, 14 of them. Can they take it out? They don't have any flying upgrades. Fuck. Why did I not pay attention? Right, they're going in, they're taking damage, but they should be able to get it quickly, slightly. Come on, can you at least take a big enough chunk out of it for this to work? Okay, we gotta back off. Right, everybody group up again, we're just gonna have to go elsewhere.
Countless universes. Amon is attacking my hive cluster. Minions, flee now! I can see countless universes. I can see countless universes. My destiny manifests. Infinity unravels before me.
This is a flash freaking crystal.
I was forced to become this, just as you were. Torn from everything I knew.
Uh-huh. Well, I have all these guys.
What is it you require?
This is awkward. Don't have any... Right, you know what?
Final stand begins now. Be gone.
Clear up some room. Not on the muters.
My power is vast.
We need Hydralis. All of them.
What is it you require?
We're gonna have to wait.
Amon shall meet his end. A new age will dawn.
Oh. Oh no. What's the crystal doing over there?
What is it you require?
Go, Jim! Taking it out.
A new age. Finally, the barrier has fallen. It is over, Amon.
You are but a product of the flawed cycle, manipulated for the entirety of your existence.
You know nothing about me. I care little for the Zelnaga's infinite cycle, or your twisted lies. No. I choose something different. I choose freedom. For all of us. Go, Jim. Go.
Today marks the third anniversary of the fall of the Arcturus Manx regime. To memorialize this milestone, Emperor Valerian Manx held a monumental celebration in the capital wing of Augustgrad, heralding in a new age of peace and prosperity within the Terran Dominion. On the Senate steps, Admiral Matthew Horner reaffirmed the military support of the new Dominion government and expressed his optimism for the latest rounds of peace negotiations.
Hearts and minds, man. Just like you always said.
You know, Matt, someday you're gonna wind up leading this bunch of misfits.
I made a deal with the devil, Jimmy. You will hold her life in your hands.
You about ready to get out of here, cowboy?
Hell, it's about time.
There's no voice acting here. I'm just being quiet. That epilogue, that last mission seemed easy because I knew what I was doing. I just wanted it over with, honestly. Purely because of that last mission. I had a lot of hatred with that last mission. It's just... in my honest opinion, the epilogue is not needed. At the same time, it's at least glad... Like, okay, let me put it this way. If that epilogue wasn't there, what would have most likely happened was they would have done a 4th expansion to end off the series, but they decided not to and ended it off with the epilogue missions. It pretty much tried to tie everything together and pretty much bring back other characters and end it off. I mean, the whole idea is now it's all over, pretty much everything's going quiet, there's no real reason towards Kerrigan, Jim, Artanis, Zagara and all that being around. Here are the credits, they'll take forever, don't worry. It's Blizzard, they have a lot of credits, so I'm purposely going to speed this up, and since they have a handy little fast forward button here. Right! If I hurt your ears, apologies. Let's just get rid of that keyboard. So, I'm gonna go. Let me just go through this part by part of, like, you know, since it's split into separate entities. Prologue. That was okay. It was pretty much meant to try and hype up the main campaign and the whole story and everything, and like bring up the whole idea of like Zeratil's finding all this information, and now he's got to go to Aya to stop Artanis from attacking it and fucking everything up. Oh well, too bad Artanis did that anyway when main campaign starts. Then, main campaign. While it was a fair amount of rehashing previous mission ideas into Protoss ones, it was at least... it wasn't horrible. The problem is, the Protoss, in my opinion, feel slow and sluggish, because they're expensive, they take time. The idea of the Protoss is you're not meant to take too many risks with their health pool, because they have low health pools, because they have shields. But I like the Terrans! Because siege tanks, because Vikings, because medic marine balls, or medevac balls, that stuff is cool. Don't really like the Protoss that much. They have interesting ideas and designs, but that's about as far as I go with it. In terms of the gameplay, I prefer the Terran. Zerg just, I don't like Zerg. I try to play him. I just can't, whenever I feel like playing this. Then you get to the Epilogue. Starts off fine. I like the whole idea of, like, you're pushing in to stop them. You take out the Rouge, finally, after fighting him so much in Heart of the Swarm, which is still, in my opinion, the worst expansion. And then you just, like, the whole Xel'Naga thing, like, Kerrigan becomes the new Xel'Naga. And from there on, doesn't that raise the implication that if Zeragan and Jim are together, won't there be the possibility of, you know, them getting together and having a family? And if that happens, wouldn't that mean the kids would be Xel'Naga? I don't know. Why am I getting into this? My brain just went on a tangent. But yeah, pretty much, Kerrigan's considered the Xel'Naga now, and she apparently chose to just go on and live a normal life for now. Which is okay. And then it got to the whole, like, oh, let's get rid of this evil guy, Amon, finally. It just... Why did they need that? It's just like, they could have gone with the whole hybrid idea. Like, they hinted at it in Brood War and all that with, like, hidden missions and stuff. And then they... Oh, I think they just went way too far with the idea. It could have just been around the hybrid, like... Why wasn't... Like, Menks was the main villain in the first StarCraft 2 game, Wings of Liberty. He was pretty much the main villain. In the expansion, Heart of the Swarm, he was still the main villain, but Amon was coming in. Then in this, it's just like, oh, Amon, because Menks is dead. Why not just Menks? Menks and the Dominion. With the hybrid. That could have been better, in my opinion. Not the stupid Void Amon shit. Why? I mean, keep this Xel'Naga idea, the whole creator idea. Keep it there for, like, you know, the person's like, oh, where's our creators? How do we begin or something? Just, I don't think Amon was a character needed. I think it hurt the game more than it did. And the epilogue, honestly, just doesn't shine in my opinion. It's just tying loose strings as tightly as they can, which isn't very tight at all. After all that, though, Legacy of the Void, in my opinion, is better than Heart of the Swarm, because it focuses more on ideas that works from Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm. But it's not as good as Wings of Liberty, because Wings of Liberty, it set itself there, it set its idea there, and there wasn't as much weird stuff. And the thing is, Wings of Liberty better, it had multiple choices, you could replay it and make choices. And then later on they changed that with the whole multiple armies and stuff, which is stupid. And on top of that, I'm glad this is the last major expansion. Blizzard themselves have said that they are still planning on making single-player expansions. And there is actually one coming out later this year, which is based on Nova. Ghost. It's meant to be a smaller campaign, which is single-player focused. No multiplayer tied into it. I don't know if I'm going to be interested in it or not. It's meant to be coming out in June, but apparently they're aiming to try and get all of it out. Like, it's going to be a third that comes out in June, and then they're going to bring out another third and another third, and hopefully by the end of the year it'll be done. I don't know, I would just rather see the entire thing done at once, instead of trying to hype it up. But yeah, Hot Legacy of the Void, in my opinion, it's better than Heart of the Swarm, not as good as Wings of Liberty. But then you take it into the multiplayer side, which Legacy of the Void brought in more than Heart of the Swarm did. It brought in co-op missions, which is a way for people who aren't really as much into the multiplayer as, you know, people who are into the multiplayer are by giving co-op, where you join in with another player and you take on a more single-player focused situation. And then they brought in a fair few interesting units for the multiplayer. I mean, Protoss got stuff like Adepts and all that. There was like some of these units you never even saw in the single player because, you know, they took them out, they didn't need them, which is kind of sad. But multiplayer got given a whole leg of content and all that, and apparently the multiplayer is, I think it's strong right now. I don't know. Apparently it's stronger than Heart of the Swarm left it. I don't know. I don't really like the multiplayer. There's so many strategies and stuff. I can't get into it right now. At most, whenever I play StarCraft, it's single player, co-op, or arcade. That's what I touch when it comes to StarCraft now. Multiplayer is just something I'm not that interested in anymore. Because usually I like to just play kind of a turtle thing, and that doesn't seem to work as much anymore. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it for StarCraft 2. When Nova comes out, I might play it. I might not. It's not a fully priced expansion. It's intentionally being made as a smaller and cheaper choice, which may or not be a good thing. I might look into it when it comes out, like a while after it comes out, see if it's something I would like to show off or whatever. You know, it's Starcraft. A lot of people are going to be showing this stuff off. It's Starcraft. It's one of Blizzard's most popular IPs. And I'm honestly glad they're kind of leaving it alone for now. I hope they kind of just leave it alone for a good while, apart from those little expansion things where it's meant to be like a single player focus. And then they just come back with another Starcraft, and I just hope it's good. Right now, Blizzard is in like a weird thin ice spot right now. They have things where they're making money off Hearthstone and all that. World of Warcraft, while I think it's just living off life support, is still going. Starcraft, as you can see, is kind of ending off for a while. You got Diablo, which has got the whole season thing, and apparently a lot of people are pissed off right now because they do this whole season things, and the most recent season rewards were just like end game gear that is considered end game. And that's just pissed so many people off because there's like no point in doing what you do in Diablo, which is hunting items and stuff, making the best build. Just being with your friends, because you could just go do that season reward. And there you go, you got everything. And then there's they got Heroes of the Storm, which is meant to be like a spin-off MOBA. I haven't touched that in forever, because honestly, while its idea is nice, like a more casual MOBA kind of thing, it's not that, it doesn't get that fun after you play it for a while. And then you get Blizzard's like newest IP, which is Overwatch. I'm interested, I'm just waiting to see if I can get a beta access or not. If I get beta access and I like it, then yes, I will probably buy it. I mean, Blizzard's probably making all that money, and looks the credits over? The credits are over. Alright, that's all done. I'm not doing that on hard. But I was bringing up the co-op a fair bit there. It was something they brought in as kind of another addition to Legacy of the Void. Here's the whole idea of it. You have multiple characters. They all kind of build in a certain way. Like Reyna's here, more towards being about ground units and all that. And there's a bunch of missions. See here, we got a couple here. Not as many as I honestly say would be needed. And then there's difficulties. You get bonus experience because when you level up, you get to access new things. Like, you don't get battle cruisers until you level up enough on Reyna, which is stupid. And the whole idea is you're meant to play it with friends, random people, test out strategies and all that, work together. It's an okay idea, I just think they need to flesh it out more, and then it would probably be something. I honestly want to touch on this, but it's not going to be now. It's probably going to be later down the line, because I don't know many people, like I don't have that many friends that I know actively play Legacy of the Void or have it installed. Like, I know one person, we played it once when he was like streaming the game a fair bit, because, you know, he was doing the stream whole campaign thing, and it just ended up being something he didn't like, so I'm not going to bother asking him about it. But that's pretty much it. I might touch the co-op later. Multiplayer can go kiss a potato, because it's honestly something I'm not going to look into that much. And then you got the arcade, which is just, it's the arcade. And you got your replays and all that. So yeah, that's it. With Starcraft 2 pretty much finished. We're gonna have to be saying goodbye. I'll see you next time, alright?